What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So we're going to check out an update on the whole Raja Jackson situation that happened over the weekend. Now I'm guessing there's some criminal charges that may be involved. I'm not sure. Also, MrBeast had announced that he wanted to help out the wrestler with the medical bills, since he's in the hospital recovering, so he wanted to cover his medical expenses. So we're gonna see what's going on with that whole situation. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about it because it was a pretty insane thing to happen at a wrestling show. So I believe there's a clip circulating of one of the wrestlers, I guess you could say, backstage before the whole thing went down, was talking to Raja on his stream, and he was basically kind of telling him to just go out there and beat the crap out the guy. So I don't know what's going on. Obviously there's going to be more information that comes out and more clips from that stream and stuff like that, but I mean, it's really still unfortunate because someone ended up getting sent to the hospital and was seriously hurt because of this whole situation. So we're gonna check this out, see what's going on here, man.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a wrestling company apologizes, a criminal investigation has been launched, MrBeast offers to help the wrestler with his medical bills, fans are furious with RVD, a former WWE star placed on live.
Oh yeah, I did see a tweet of RVD kind of supporting Raja Jackson. Like, I think he was, I don't know if it was a tweet or a post where he was going to talk about it on his podcast. So I don't know exactly what he said. Maybe they'll talk about it in this video, but I did see that. And of course, people were not happy with him siding with Raja Jackson in that situation.
Support. The future of these WWE titles revealed. TNA takes a championship back home. AEW set a new attendance record, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at a wrestling company apologizing. Now, our top story today takes a look at the fallout from the incident between Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu over the weekend, and the independent promotion that was responsible for having both men appear have finally released an official
I'm still probably gonna blur this out. Still, gots to play it safe. I know it's on WrestleMania's channel. Still gotta blur this out just to play it safe, bro.
Statement. The promotion in question is known as KnockX, and their statement condemned the actions of Jackson, and they've issued a formal apology to their patrons and fans. First and foremost, our thoughts and prayers are with our brother Mr. Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, as he remains a priority, and we're monitoring his well-being. What was supposed to be a planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Mr. Smith. This egregious act is reprehensible and never should have occurred. In the 17 years of operation of KnockX Pro Wrestling Academy, there has never been anything as heinous take place such as this, and we apologize to our patrons and fans. Now, believe it or not, this promotion is actually a part of WWE's ID program, and fans are quite rightly pushing for WWE to remove them from the program with immediate effect. Next up, a criminal investigation.
What's crazy is they did. WWE ID is not affiliated with them anymore. Also, I didn't know this until I found out what was happening yesterday, that this is Rikishi's promotion. I don't know if he's the owner or the creator of this, but this is involved with Rikishi in some form or aspect. So that's why you saw his picture there. But yeah, bro, WWE, they gonna wipe their hands with this. We ain't got nothing to do with this. We don't want no parts of this. We good, bro. Even though, obviously there wasn't no real correlation with both the wrestling companies, other than obviously WWE ID being a thing with these guys. It's still, they just kind of wanted to, we're gonna step away. Y'all got some stuff y'all got to figure out, because it looks bad on both ends, on Raja's end as well as the wrestling company itself. This looks bad just on all aspects. Everybody involved, for the most part, this does not look good at all. So,
investigation has been launched. Now, a wave of outrage has swept through the wrestling community following the brutal assault by Raja Jackson on wrestler Stuart Smith, known as Psycho Stu. The incident captured on graphic video has prompted fans to launch a Change.org petition demanding the LAPD arrest Jackson for attempted murder. Now, despite the severity of the attack and the confirmation from the LAPD that a criminal investigation is underway, as of right now, no arrest has been made, sparking accusations of inaction and eroding public trust in law enforcement. The petition calls for swift legal action, emphasizing that failure to prosecute sends a dangerous message about accountability for violent acts. Supporters have argued that Psycho Stu deserves justice, and the community needs reassurance that such brutality will not be tolerated whether it was part of a wrestling show or not. Wrestling veteran Jim Cornette also weighed in, labeling Jackson as a lunatic and insisting he deserves double jail time for the assault.
Oh yeah, you know Jim was gonna say something. I block you for being so someone said you're wrong. They should have explained how to get a receipt. They didn't. They just told him to get his payback in the ring. He's not an entertainer. He's a fighter. Sorry, Jim. Wrong on this one. I block you for being so stupid. But instead, I'll let the world see it. Giving an unconscious guy brain damage is a receipt. Nobody involved in this fiasco is an entertainer or a pro. And if the lunatic is a fighter, then he knows and should get double time. Also, fuck off. And here's the thing. This is why I say they both take equal footing in this. A little bit more to Raja because of the fact that the guy, you clearly see he's knocked out. You clearly see there's nothing, he's not able to defend himself. That's when you let off. That's when you let off. Even in a fighting situation, you let off. Clearly the opponent's knocked out. That's it. He kept going. That's what made it worse on his end. Dude's knocked out and just kept going. The promotion is wrong because they didn't even take time to be like, hey, this is what you need to do if you want to get a receipt or not. They just told him to go out there and really throw hands, and he threw hands and beat the crap out of him and then didn't stop. That's the problem here. That's why I say both of them should take responsibility in all of this transpiring the way it did. This should have been easily avoided if some conversations was had and things was in proper place. This just came off as, hey, just go out there and do whatever the fuck you want. What?
Fans and advocates hope that the petition will compel authorities to act decisively.
At that point, no, bro.
People who have defended Raja's actions, saying that he was concussed and probably wasn't in the right state of mind. But others strongly disagree, mentioning that the amount of blows that he took to Psycho Stu was inexcusably excessive. Stu's brother Andrew Smith also noted that he's currently stable but is in critical care. He made a post on Facebook saying, "Thank you for everyone for your prayers, concerns and kind words for my brother Stu. Please continue to keep him in your prayers. He's currently stable but in critical care. At this time we're focused on his recovery and appreciate all the support. Also, we currently do not have a GoFundMe set up. Any links posted are not affiliated with us." It's amazing that Stu is currently stable, even after it was told that he sustained broken bones and loss of teeth. You could even see the blood on the shirt of Raja Jackson after the incident. It was outright brutal.
This is why I say he takes some more responsibility because he didn't stop, bro. He didn't stop. Some could say, oh, he was upset and enraged. Then you shouldn't have been out there, especially if you already apologized. I'm confused. That's where I'd be like, all right, bro. Come on, bro. He could have killed him. He legitimately could have killed him. Yeah, man.
However, MrBeast has now offered to help the wrestler. Now, the terrible incident over the weekend is in the talk of the wrestling world right now, and numerous celebrities and influencers have also chimed in and offered support to Psycho Stu in any way they can. One of the names who has come forward is MrBeast, and the YouTuber has offered to help with his medical bills via X. Dang man, this hurts to see, especially because I read he was a veteran that used wrestling as an outlet to get over PTSD. Genuinely, if anyone connected to him knows of a way I can help, please reach out. If his kid is a fan or I can help with hospital bills, I don't know, but I'll help. Whilst it's fantastic to see names outside of the pro wrestling world helping out in this way, the incident is a truly terrible look for the specific company and pro wrestling as a whole. Next up, fans call out RVD.
Now, here's the thing. I appreciate the gesture, but let me pay attention to this. Just pay attention to this. If his kid is a fan, or I can help with hospital bills, IDK, but I'll help. Why does this kid have to be a fan if you want to help? That's the only thing. I didn't notice it. I was just like, I mean, I appreciate the gesture. The gesture is always nice. But if his kid is a fan, it doesn't matter if his kid is a fan or not. If you want to be able to help and, make sure you help with his hospital bills, then go ahead and do that. Just genuinely off the the strength. You feel me? Me personally, if I want to help someone, I'll try to find a way to get in contact, or I'll post a tweet, hey, help me get in contact with, whoever I need to get in contact with, whether it's his family members or whatever, and go from there. Say, hey, that's what I would do. I wouldn't go out and be like, hey, if his kid's a fan, I would love to help. Like, how about just wanting to help just because you want to help? That's my only thing. But if he's able to do that, that's a blessing. I'm going to leave it at that. Not knocking him. I just think if he's able to actually help him out, I think that'd be cool.
Fans call out RVD, and the majority of wrestlers and fans have been condemning Roger Jackson all weekend. However, Rob Van Dam has taken a very different approach and has decided to back him. He mentioned via X, "So far, I got Roger's back. Looking forward to talking about it tomorrow on my podcast." The post on X currently has hundreds upon hundreds of replies criticizing RVD, as fans want to know what on earth the former WWE star is thinking of backing such a heinous act. It's one thing to have Jackson's back in the situation, but it's another to use the heinous incident to cheaply plug in your podcast.
Yeah.
Next up, wrestlers attend Vince McMahon.
And that's kind of where I get the vibes that when I saw that, I was like, okay, you defend his act, why? And then you start to realize it's so people can tune into the podcast to see what he has to say. That's kind of cheap. That's cheap. That's basically cheap advertisement, bro. And what I mean by cheap is cheap in the sense of the timing of it. It comes off like, hey, I'm going to talk about it on my pod, y'all shit. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's a time and a place, but you know how it is when it comes to this social media age, man. People don't care about the time and the places. Hey, we gotta get this out. Gotta talk about it. Gotta get the views.
Man's birthday. Vince McMahon turned 80 this past
That's
weekend.
crazy.
And numerous WWE wrestlers, past and present, were in attendance for his birthday celebrations. According to PW Insider, McMahon's birthday was celebrated with a party at Gotham Hall, and in attendance included names such as The Undertaker, John Cena, Sheamus, and R-Truth. Vince McMahon celebrated his birthday yesterday with a big party thrown at New York City's Gotham Hall. Among those in attendance were Kane, The Undertaker, John Cena, Gerald Briscoe, Michelle McCool, Sheamus, Bruce Pritchard, JBL, Sergeant Slaughter, Shane McMahon, and Ron Killings, among others. Additionally, PW Insider also claimed that McMahon had Kid Rock and AC/DC perform at the party. The word making the rounds among WWE circles is that WWE Celebrity Hall of Famer Kid Rock and AC/DC performed at the Vince McMahon 80th birthday party in New York City yesterday at Gotham Hall. We're told that there was another musician, but have not confirmed who that was yet. We're told that security for the event was very tight, and that most in attendance at the event did not stop for photos or autographs when spotted entering and exiting the venue in New York City yesterday. And most of the names invited to the party don't exactly come as too much of a surprise.
No,
it's possible that other WWE stars would have been in attendance if they weren't in the midst of a European tour. It's believed that Stephanie McMahon and Triple H would have also probably attended, however, both are busy on the tour. Next up,
yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that at all. The names that was listed, yeah, that makes sense. It does. So, and this is why these type of conversations, when people are so convicted or so into a certain situation or a case or whatever, and they have this notion of, oh, if you support this person or whatever the case, then you're just as bad. Boom, 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 boom. You're just as evil as this person, right? How many people, and I don't even know if they realize, but how many people that sit up there and cheer John Cena know that John Cena is still cool with Vince, even in the midst of the allegations? How many people know, the same people that was rooting for R-Truth and wanting him back, how many people know that he is still cool with Vince or The Undertaker or any of these other legends and favorites? They're still cool with Vince. Still rock with him. Are you going to cancel them? That's why I always, when people start bringing up those conversations, I kind of be like, all right, is this because this is the flavor of the month, or you want to be in the loop, or do you really have those convictions? Because a lot of people have these convictions for people that have been accused of certain things, and if you rock with them or support them or follow them or do anything in relation to them, then you're just as bad as them. But then they don't have that same energy for people that they like, and they support people that you shouldn't support. I'm just saying. Just got to put that out there. Just pay attention to that. Because nobody's canceling John Cena. No one would even try to. You want to know why? Because this is retirement run. And if he wants to be cool with Vince, people are going to turn a blind eye to that. Just put that out there. I just want people to pay attention to that.
Concern for John Cena's WWE creative. And as we all know, John Cena is gradually approaching the end of his final run. And as things stand, once Cena delivers his planned appearances this weekend, Cena will only have just 8 dates left.
Damn.
When you take into account the PLEs that Cena is already set for, as well as 2 confirmed episodes of TV, that leaves the WWE great with just 2 unconfirmed appearances. When fans discovered this on X over the weekend, there was a lot of question marks. There were still so many big matches that fans want to see, but WWE are literally running out of time. We know that Cena vs Brock Lesnar is planned for WrestlePalooza, but then due to Cena's TV dates being few and far between, there's little time to build his future PLE matches. It's also looking like Cena is the only one going to be able to commit to 1 episode of TV on the road to his final ever matchup in December. Cena's final match is one of the biggest WWE matches ever, and Cena not being present for the build would be totally nonsensical, but this is looking like a distinct possibility at this stage. Fans have been speculating that Cena may add some dates at the last minute, but this isn't looking likely. Cena is one of the busiest names in Hollywood right now, and his 2025 lineup has been designed with his Hollywood commitments in mind. Cena isn't a name that can just add random dates to his schedule. Unfortunately, WWE wasted the majority of Cena's final run with his failure of a heel turn. Whilst it's welcome that babyface Cena is now present on TV, it's a major shame that we couldn't have had this Cena throughout 2025. Next up, major new show incoming.
It's really unfortunate, bro. This will go down as one of the most confusing retirement runs of all time. Had the potential to be something great, and it was something that was there, but ultimately it didn't land, it didn't stick, and they had to kind of revert back to good old babyface John, which everyone was okay with. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. There's still some good matches that they could have put on. I don't know. It's really unfortunate. Hopefully they can make the best of the situation while we still have John Cena.
Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, is a self-professed king of the indies, and according to Cardona during an interview with Undisputed, he has a bold idea for a new wrestling event. The event will be titled Indie Mania. It'll basically be the independence version of WrestleMania and feature the best of the best. I've been kicking around the idea of Indie Mania. It would be the best of the best. Right now isn't the right time. I'm already spread too thin, but I trademarked it just in case. This is such a strong idea, and it's a surprise that this has never been done before.
Yeah.
All major independent promotions coming together for a huge super show makes a logical business sense.
Yeah.
And if Cardona markets and produces the event correctly, he may be even able to stream the event on a platform such as Triller TV. Next up,
that actually would be pretty cool. If you're able to get the major independent companies out there that want to be a part of that, to all be a part of one show, Indie Mania, and really build up, that can actually be something pretty good. That'd actually be something I think a lot of people would be interested in.
Sad news as a former WWE star is placed on life support. A former WWE star, Abraham Washington, has had a significant health scare recently that saw him being placed on life support. According to Duke Loves Wrestling, Washington's medical issues began last month, and complications led to him being on life support and spending a month in hospital.
He went in for one thing, and then other things started happening. Next thing you know, they had him on life support at one point. He spent almost a month in the hospital, and his lovely lady, Marnay, was there by his side the whole way. To make a long story short, he recently was discharged. He's back home, and he's actually able to walk on his own and everything. So almost a full recovery for this guy.
and we're extending our best wishes to
That's
Washington,
awesome.
and it's wonderful to hear that he's doing much better.
Hey, love to
Next
hear that,
up, the
bro.
future of the WWE
Love it.
titles revealed. Now, our next story looks at the future of two WWE titles, those being the WWE Speed titles that were originally created for the X platform. During the NXT Heatwave show last night, WWE NXT GM Ava announced that WWE Speed Championships were now being defended as part of the NXT brand. The first announced title defense will see Women's Speed Champion Sol Rucker defend a title at NXT No Mercy. The men's champion is currently El Grande Americano, but
Didn't even
whilst
know
Rucker
that.
has been seen on NXT TV with her title, the same can be said for Americano, so it's unclear what the plans are when it comes to his rank.
Man, get rid of these goddamn belts, bro. Get rid of them, bro. They got the X logo on it. Get rid of these belts. That's all I gotta say about this. I don't care. Get rid of the belts, bro.
Next up, TNA take their championship back home. At WWE's Heatwave 2025 event, the former WWE superstar Dana Brooke, now known as Ash by Elegance, shocked fans by becoming the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. In a triple threat match against JC Jane and Masha Slamovich, Ash managed to secure the win by pinning Slamovich after a high-flying swanton bomb. Now, the match did see interference from the Elegance brand, who helped Ash capitalize on a key moment, while Fatal Influence was ejected from ringside, leaving Jane vulnerable. Now, Ash now holds both the Knockouts World and Tag Team Championships, with the tag titles seemingly transitioning to her and Heather of the Elegance brand following their successful defense at TNA's Emergence event. Now, the Heatwave card included other matches, with a heated bout between Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe, as Monroe came out with a huge W. Also in a mixed tag match, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page defeated Tyra May Steele and Tavian Height, as Green sealed a win with her signature Unprettier. And now Lola Vice emerges as a new #1 contender for the NXT Women's title after winning a triple threat match against Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan. And finally, AEW set a new attendance record. Now, if you were in attendance at last night's AEW Forbidden Door pay-per-view, you would have been part of the largest pro wrestling crowd ever at the O2 Arena in London. AEW managed to set the record with 18,992 fans in attendance. They managed to break the previous record of 17,617, which was held by WWE for its Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2023.
Okay.
Huge congratulations to AEW.
Hey, wait a minute. We gotta put some respect on that, bro. We gotta put some respect on that. I like to see that. For those of y'all think I out here, I willingly hate on AEW. I don't. I checked out some of the matches from Forbidden Door. For me, I enjoyed the MJF and Adam Page match. I think that was the match I enjoyed the most in my personal opinion. But there was still some things I was just like, It was cool to see Edge and Christian together. I thought that was actually dope. And Edge's entrance with everyone singing, beautiful. But I love to see this. This is what you need. This is important for the wrestling business as a whole. When they're able to break numbers like that and do real well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Competition is great. You need this. Hopefully they can maintain the momentum. So, hey, I appreciate that, man. I definitely do appreciate that. That was actually pretty cool to hear that type of information. I hadn't seen anyone tweet about it. This definitely should be something that people are talking about. They did their thing. So, shout out to AEW for doing their thing, man.
For this massive achievement. But there you have it, folks. The wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure.
Okay. Crazy news day for, the wrestling world, man. But once again, look, about the whole Raja Jackson situation, it's really unfortunate. A lot of people are at fault here. This should not have happened. It was not good. It was not good. I do not agree with how anything played out. And I'm wishing Psycho Stu a speedy recovery. If MrBeast is able to donate, or anyone's able to donate, if they do set up something at some point to pay for his medical bills, I think that's awesome as well. So, hey, comment down below. Let me know some other wrestling-related videos you guys want me to check out. I definitely will. Appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking with me. See you on the next one. Peace.